because we have Team Australia going 1-2 in the 200 freestyle. We sort of expected this. We had Haughey actually, same thing. I wish I had the slides where you can see the speed. I think she made a push a little bit too early. Let's take a look at the splits right here. Haughey out in a 26.7, 28.9. So at the 100 mark, she was in the lead with a 55.7. But you look at the back half of these Australians. Wow. Look at that final split, 27.9. And you can see the differential. No one in the field even close to that. Pretty insane to see. And that's really where she made her move. It was an Olympic record. And you can see Ariarne Titmus is the world record holder. She literally broke this, I believe, in their trials last month. So she broke the world record. She comes in second. She won the 400 free. But, I mean, this is dangerous. This is the prior world record holder. If you want to see an analysis I did on this swimmer right here, Mollie, I did that about a year ago, right after she, or maybe this year, right after she had broken the world record. Maybe it was this year. So check out that video if you want to see the fastest, one of the fastest 200 freestyle swimmers on the ladies' side. Pretty incredible to see that there. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk about the battle in the pool. This is the United States versus Australia when it comes to medal count. Now, if you look at the last event right here, Team Australia literally took first and second, right? That's first and second. That is 2 more medals, and that is 1 more gold medal. So when we zoom out and we look at the last 3 days of Olympic competition, where do we stand? We got Team USA with 2 gold, Australia with 3 gold. The United States 4 silver, Australia 3 silver. The United States 5 bronze, 0 bronze. So the total, the United States has 11 medals, Australia 6, but Australia has more wins so far in these games, and the rivalry is just getting started. We have a lot more action to be had. Let's go ahead and pull some comments. Shout out for Hong Kong. That's Haughey. You know, fun fact about Haughey. Let's go back actually to that event. Hold on, let me see. So this swimmer right here, there she is. She swam at the University of Michigan. I actually swam around the Burj Al Arab in Dubai with her and her coach. Sunny was there. If you guys follow the swimsuit guy, all of us, we did like a group swim. There were like 10 of us. And this was right before she broke the world record in the short course version of the 200 freestyle. So that's pretty fun as well. Shout out for Hong Kong. That's where she represented. All right, let's go ahead and go back to this. I have another slide that shows all the countries. So I know if you're not from the United States or Australia, or you don't really care about this, I'm going to pull on all the countries next. But let me go ahead and pull. Do you think a world record is going to be broken at the Olympics? If you were to ask me this question heading into the Olympics, I would have thought at least 5 world records were going to fall. I think we're going to see 1 or 2 world records. And it's entirely plausible that we don't see any world records at these Olympics. I mean, 3 days in, 0 world records. It's not looking very good. I am hopeful that someone's going to squeeze something somewhere, whether it's a relay or an individual swim. Someone's going to come out of nowhere and surprise us. And that would be amazing to see 1 or 2 world records. But I wouldn't be that surprised at this point 3 days in if we don't see a world record. But I will tell you this, the racing is actually better than I thought it would be so far in the competition. I really thought some of these races, people would come in and just absolutely obliterate. You know, we saw that with Leon Marchand. We saw that with Summer McIntosh. Those races we sort of expected, but there were a lot of athletes that I would have thought would have won their events handily. You know, some prior world record holders not even showing up, right? So I think there's a lot to be said about the environment. And like I said earlier at the beginning, if you haven't checked out my video that I did a breakdown of why the times are slower than we expected at these Olympics, make sure you watch that video after this one. But yeah, definitely a lot to be had here. This is key. So Bernard, I appreciate this comment. Thank you. The amazing thing, let me put this on so you can read this. There, hopefully you can read that. The amazing thing is that the Aussies have a population of around 27 million compared to the United States has 342 million. Yes. This is a really big point that needs its own video to talk about. Not just the Australia versus US, but how does it factor in the population of a country to how many good swimmers that they have? I know a lot of people think about this. It's in the back of their mind like, wait a second, shouldn't India and China technically dominate because they have 5 times as many people as the next biggest country, which is the United States. And the United States has literally 15 times as many people as most countries in the European Union. So how is it that some of these countries can put together a relay that can even contend with the United States or China or India? And there's a lot to unpack there. So stay tuned for a future video, but that's a very, very important point. Do you think external factors are causing slower times? I did a full video on that, so make sure you go and check it out.